Step into the nostalgic world of the 80s and 90s, where Toys R Us ruled supreme. Everyone remembers their catchy jingle that echoed in our mind.
I don't want to grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid. They got a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with.
But what happens when this magical land of toys faces a roller coaster of ups and downs? In today's video, we will talk about how the company became a global success and what led to its inevitable downfall. Also, be sure to watch until the end of the video where we will cover the triumphant return that Toys R Us is making right now in 2023. In America, the post-World War II era was a time of economic growth and a baby boom. With millions of babies being born, entrepreneur Charles Lazarus saw the opportunity to cater to the increasing demand for children's goods. After serving in the army and with $5,000 in seed capital from savings and a bank loan, Lazarus began selling baby furniture in his father's shop in 1948. But he soon realized that toys were far more popular, so in 1957 he ditched the baby furniture and unleashed the very first Toys R Us store in Rockville, Maryland. It was solely a toy shop where endless aisles were filled with a wide variety of toys. The iconic backwards R in the logo symbolized the company's focus on children's play, giving the impression that a small child wrote the name. Lazarus had a burning desire to create a place where kids could play and dream, a place where they could forever resist the idea of growing up. And he succeeded! Lazarus knew how to play the game, striking incredible deals and offering toys at prices that would make your jaw drop. We are talking about discounts of 20 to 50% lower than anyone else out there. By the time 1978 rolled around, they had a whopping 72 stores and a firm grip on 5% of the entire US toy market. They raked in a mind-blowing $36 million in profits that year alone. But that was just the beginning. In the blink of an eye from 1978 to 1983, they went from strength to strength, expanding their empire quicker than ever. They more than doubled their number of stores, leaving a trail of smiles and joy across the nation. By 1983, they had a whopping 169 stores and a jaw-dropping 12.5% share of the toy sales market. And guess what? They didn't stop there. Toys R Us even dabbled in the world of children's clothing during this whirlwind of success. Fast forward to the early 90s and Toys R Us was an unstoppable force. They had become so dominant in toy sales that they pushed other beloved toy retailers like Child World and Lionel to the brink of bankruptcy. This was a sign of things to come, but for the time being, Toys R Us was spreading its wings and reaching out to international markets like Japan and Europe. By 1996, they had already planted the seeds of fun with 55 international toy stores. Japan was head over heels for Toys R Us becoming their biggest overseas market. During its heyday, Toys R Us boasted an astounding 739 stores in the US alone. But that was just the tip of the toy-filled iceberg. They had over 750 stores across foreign lands. Toys R Us grew into a household name, but what made it truly special? The answer is Toys R Us wasn't just your regular store. For millions, it was a place where dreams came true. It was like entering a whole new world, a magical wonderland of toys. The stores were bursting with vibrant colors that instantly lifted your spirits. But that's not all. The staff were incredibly friendly, always ready to help you find that perfect toy. And who could forget that catchy jingle? I don't wanna grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid. It became an anthem of excitement and joy. Altogether, it was where parents and kids shared special moments, creating memories that lasted a lifetime. But this legendary brand, loved by kids and parents alike, had its fair share of challenges as well. Back in 2017, after years of being a toy giant, they had to declare bankruptcy. It's a heartbreaking story, but let's dive into what led to their downfall. The trouble for Toys R Us actually started way back in the late 90s, just when they were at the peak of their success. Toys R Us found itself facing fierce competition from affordable big box like Walmart, Target, and Costco. These giants were already established in the 90s, but towards the end of the decade they were expanding like crazy. Naturally, they started offering toys at lower prices than Toys R Us. To make matters worse, even popular toy makers like Hasbro and Mattel started selling more toys through these big box stores than through Toys R Us. That definitely took a toll on their market share, but the real nail in the coffin came with the rise of e-commerce, especially through Amazon. Toys R Us did try to hop on the e-commerce train early by launching their own website, toysrus.com, back in 1998. Unfortunately, it was a massive failure. They made a huge mistake by not delivering gifts on time during the Christmas shopping season of 1999. That's when Toys R Us made the deal with Amazon. They handed over their e-commerce sales for a whole decade, starting in 2000. Basically, they gave up on the idea of selling through their own website. However, things went sour when Amazon violated their contract by allowing other sellers to market toys on their site. Toys R Us took Amazon to court, and in 2006 they were awarded a hefty $51 million in damages. But to no surprise, Amazon just kept on trucking. Their low prices and free shipping made them unbeatable in the toy sales market. Fast forward to the holiday season of 2017, and it was game over for Toys R Us. Amazon, Walmart and Target were selling toys at crazy discounts that Toys R Us just couldn't compete. These big companies could afford to take a hit on toy sales because they made up for it with their other products. Toys R Us, on the other hand, couldn't keep up. They filed for bankruptcy, drowning in a staggering $5 billion of debt and $400 million in annual debt payments. It was a perfect storm that sealed their fate. Soon after, Toys R Us started closing down stores, liquidating their inventory, and selling off what they could. By 2018, they had to say goodbye to most of their retail stores in foreign markets like Asia and Europe. Those stores were either sold off or closed down. It was a sad end for a company that had been spreading joy since the aftermath of World War II. There was one more reason why Toys R Us couldn't survive. As the years went by, there was a shift in children's entertainment. More and more kids were into digital stuff like video games and electronics, so the demand for physical toys just wasn't the same as it used to be. This change in consumer preferences hit the entire toy industry, not just Toys R Us. Many independent toy retailers also had to shut their doors because selling toys simply wasn't profitable anymore. After Toys R Us filed for bankruptcy, they weren't ready to throw in the towel just yet. They decided to come back with a bang under a new parent company called True Kids. In 2019, True Kids joined forces with Target to relaunch the Toys R Us website. They were all set to make a splash, but unfortunately the partnership fell through. True Kids then ended up teaming up with none other than Amazon for fulfillment. Then the pandemic struck the world in early 2020, causing even more financial losses for Toys R Us. It seemed like a never-ending roller coaster. However, in March of 2021, brand management company WHP Global swooped in and acquired the brand. This is where the story takes a surprising turn. Despite the heart-wrenching closure of Toys R Us stores, the brand refused to fade away into oblivion. Instead, it made a triumphant return, reigniting the magic we all missed so much. In August 2021, WH Global announced a fantastic partnership with Macy's. Toys R Us was back. They were given the green light to sell their goods through the Macy's website and even had in-store locations in Macy's stores across the country. By August 2022, Toys R Us had opened up shop in various Macy's stores in 9 states. And that's not all. They also relaunched e-commerce sales in the UK in September 2022, with a shiny new website and a whopping catalogue of over 14,000 toys available for next-day delivery. Under new ownership and management, Toys R Us rose from the ashes like a phoenix. Loyal customers and toy enthusiasts from all around the world were over the moon with excitement. The beloved brand was back, and it felt like a dream come true. And guess what's happening next? Toys R Us is returning to the British High Street in 2023. They're planning to open 9 new stores across the UK located within WH Smith branches. It's like a toy wonderland right inside another store. And of course, Geoffrey the Giraffe will be there to spread the joy. Despite their massive debt, bankruptcy and the closure of over 1,500 retail stores worldwide, Toys R Us refused to give up. Today, they're capturing the hearts and imaginations of kids and adults alike. They want to create an enchanting in-store experience that blends nostalgia with innovation. It's all about cherishing the memories and embracing the wonder that toys can bring to our lives. So, what do you think about this incredible story? Share your thoughts in the comments section and check out our other videos. Thanks for watching.